throw it on first down. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it second and medium. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know,
the QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much on the return there, but a great interception. He'd give the offense the football for the 42.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
1st and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Oh, a reverse. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wide out. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. The offense going with the hurry up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loses 3. Third down coming up.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down, lofting it toward the left sideline. What a diving catch way downfield. Big gain.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
They'll run it to the left. Fights off a defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important second down play coming up. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Rotates the tight end. It's complete. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play.
Michigan 20, LSU 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off. 2nd and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you've got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
2nd down after that previous play. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Looks like LSU has the 1st down. 1st down here for this offense.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the 1st down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Tries to get it to the running back. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds his man. It's Austin. Finding space at the 20. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw yet again. Pass is caught. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. Can they catch him? And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll run it out of the shotgun, making people miss. Tackle made after a solid run by... We reach the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, Utah's getting pushed back here.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking for a gap. It's Davis. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Michigan offense back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
And the Wolverines come into the final minute of play, hoping to just run the clock out. Oh, here comes the reverse. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a fourth down completion. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this fourth down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.